The universe is an intricate mosaic of experiences, a subtle teacher that presents us with challenges and tests. These tests are not to hinder us but to help us grow, to prepare us for the great responsibilities that lie ahead. When we find ourselves facing adversity, it is easy to feel as though the world is against us. However, it is in these trials that we are given the opportunity to prove our worth, to ourselves and to the cosmos. In our first reflection on this topic, let's consider the nature of these tests. Imagine life as a series of levels in a game, each with its own set of challenges. At each level, you're required to demonstrate mastery of certain skills before advancing to the next. The universe operates in a similar fashion. It tests us to ensure that we are ready to move on to the next phase of our spiritual development. Now, think about the last time you faced a significant challenge. Perhaps it was a loss, a failure, or a rejection. In that moment, did you feel chosen for that experience, or did you feel as though you were the victim of some cruel twist of fate? It's natural to feel overwhelmed, but within each of us is a reservoir of strength that these tests are designed to reveal. The first lesson we must understand is that the universe is testing our resilience. Resilience is not just the ability to bounce back from hardships, it's also the capacity to grow and thrive as a result of them. It is about finding the courage to face our fears and the fortitude to continue when we feel like giving up. But how do we build this resilience? One practical piece of advice is to cultivate a daily practice that focuses on inner strength. This could be meditation, journaling, or any activity that helps you center yourself and connect with your core. Through consistent practice, you build a foundation that can support you during times of turmoil. Furthermore, consider the role of gratitude in the face of tests. It may seem counterintuitive to feel thankful for hardship, but gratitude shifts our perspective. It allows us to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable obstacles. Have you ever experienced a moment where, in retrospect, a difficult time in your life led to personal growth or opened new doors? That's the universe's test at work, sculpting your destiny through trials. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. The universe also tests our flexibility. It's easy to become set in our ways and resistant to change, but the universe will often push us out of our comfort zones to test our adaptability. When life doesn't go according to plan, how do we react? Do we resist and become frustrated, or do we flow with the changes and look for the hidden opportunities? The ability to adapt is crucial because it is often within change that we find our paths realigned with the universe's greater plan. To enhance our flexibility, it is wise to practice letting go of rigid expectations. This doesn't mean we shouldn't have goals or plans, but rather that we should be open to the idea that there may be more than one path to achieving them. When an obstacle appears in our path, can we find a way around it, or do we stand still, paralyzed by the deviation from our expected route? Now, let us consider the deep question. When faced with a challenge that seems to push you to your limits, have you ever discovered an inner strength you didn't know you had? This inner strength is what the universe is helping you to uncover. As we close this first part of our reflection, remember that we are being tested not because we are weak, but because we are on the brink of becoming more than we currently are. The universe is preparing us for what is to come. The tests we face are stepping stones, and each one is an opportunity to demonstrate that we are ready to ascend to the next level of our spiritual journey. The sovereignty of spirit. Mastering the art of detachment in a transient world. The second reflection on our spiritual dialogue delves into the test of detachment. The universe does not just examine our resilience and adaptability, it also looks at our ability to detach from outcomes and possessions. This is not about renouncing the world or living without joy or pleasure. It is about understanding the transient nature of things and learning not to base our happiness and self-worth on them. In our modern world, we are often taught to measure success by material wealth and achievements. However, the universe challenges us to see beyond these ephemeral markers. It asks us, what remains when those are stripped away? Who are we in the absence of our titles, our possessions, and even our achievements? Detachment is a profound practice. It requires us to maintain an inner equilibrium irrespective of external circumstances. This does not mean we should not strive for success or enjoy life's pleasures. Rather, it means that we should not become so attached to these things that they define us or dictate our inner peace. One way to practice detachment is to focus on the process rather than the outcome. When you engage in an activity, do it with full presence and commitment, but release your attachment to the result. Can you find fulfillment in the act itself, in the learning and the experience, rather than the success or failure that might follow? Another aspect of detachment is understanding the concept of impermanence. Everything in this world is subject to change. Our relationships, our jobs, even our bodies. By acknowledging this, we can learn to appreciate and cherish every moment without clinging to it. Ask yourself, can you enjoy the beauty of a sunset, knowing that it will fade, without feeling sorrow at its passing? The universe tests our detachment to teach us about freedom. When we are not tethered to specific outcomes or possessions, we are free to experience life more fully. We can take risks, love without fear, and embrace change with open arms. This freedom is essential for our spiritual growth. It allows us to evolve and adapt as the universe nudicates us along our path. Moreover, detachment teaches us the value of simplicity. In a world where more is often seen as better, choosing simplicity can be a revolutionary act. It is in simplicity that we often find clarity. Without the noise of excess, we can hear the whispers of the universe more clearly. How might simplifying your life provide you with greater clarity and peace? Detachment also extends to our relationships with others. The universe tests us by placing people in our lives who may challenge us, who may come and go, and who may even cause us pain. How we react to these relationships can teach us a lot about ourselves. Can we love without possessing, help without expecting gratitude, and let go without resentment? As we conclude this second part, reflect on the freedom that comes with detachment. It is a liberating force, one that the universe uses to guide us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Remember, the things we own, the relationships we have, and the successes we achieve are not the sum total of who we are. They are part of our journey, but they do not define us. Now, with an understanding of detachment and its importance in our spiritual tests, we are ready to move forward. The next part of our reflection will take us deeper into the wisdom that the universe is imparting through its trials, navigating the labyrinth of introspection. As we traverse further into the depths of our spiritual exploration, we come upon the third critical lesson the universe imparts through its tests: the art of introspection. Introspection is the reflective looking inward, an examination of one's own thoughts, feelings, and motivations. The universe challenges us with situations that compel us to turn our gaze inward, to question not just what we do, but why we do it. The universe tests you with repeated patterns. Have you noticed certain themes recurring in your life? Perhaps similar types of relationships, challenges, or even opportunities. These patterns are not coincidences. They are mirrors reflecting back at us the lessons we have yet to learn, the parts of ourselves we have yet to fully understand or embrace. Introspection requires honesty and courage. It is a journey into the deepest chambers of the heart and mind, where our true intentions and fears reside. To navigate this labyrinth, we must be willing to confront what we find, including the aspects of ourselves that we may not be proud of. One way to cultivate the habit of introspection is through regular self-reflection. This can be done through meditation, spending time in nature, or any quiet, uninterrupted space where you can connect with your deeper self. The key is to ask probing questions. Instead of asking what happened, consider asking why did this happen, and what is this trying to teach me? Introspection also teaches us the importance of self-awareness. By understanding our triggers, our habitual responses, and our deepest desires, we gain insights into how we can grow. With self-awareness, we can make conscious choices rather than react out of old patterns or conditioning. Let's consider forgiveness, a powerful aspect of introspection. The universe often tests us with situations that call for forgiveness, both of others and ourselves. Forgiving does not mean forgetting or excusing hurtful behavior. It is about releasing the hold that past hurt has on us so that we can move forward. Ask yourself, what would your life look like if you released the weight of resentment and allowed yourself the freedom to heal? The power of introspection lies in its ability to transform our inner and outer worlds. When we understand our inner workings, we can navigate life with greater wisdom and make choices that align with our highest good. Moreover, introspection can lead to compassion. As we understand ourselves better, we naturally begin to extend that understanding to others. Let's also consider the role of patience in introspection. The universe's tests are not always resolved quickly, and insights may not come immediately. Patience allows us to give ourselves the time we need to learn and to heal. It is about trusting the process and knowing that the universe's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our own desires or expectations. As we conclude this third part, we acknowledge that introspection is a profound tool for personal evolution. The universe's tests are not just obstacles. They are invitations to journey inward and emerge wiser, stronger, and more aligned with our true purpose. Now, as we prepare to unveil the final lesson in our spiritual discourse, let us carry with us the understanding that introspection is a sacred act, a pilgrimage to the soul that yields treasures beyond measure. Are we ready to continue on this path and discover the final wisdom the universe has in store for us? The alchemy of transcendence, embracing our cosmic evolution. In this final contemplation, we ascend to the summit of our spiritual discourse, where we encounter the ultimate test from the universe, the call to transcendence. Transcendence is the act of rising above something to a superior state. It is about surpassing the limitations we once believed were unmovable and embodying the highest expression of our being. The universe's tests are ultimately designed to catalyze our transformation from base metal to spiritual gold, an alchemical process that turns the lead of our fears, doubts, and lower selves into the gold of wisdom, love, and higher consciousness. Transcendence involves expanding our consciousness beyond the ego, beyond the immediate concerns of our individual lives, and into the realm of universal truths. The universe prompts us to ask questions like, who am I beyond my personality and the roles I play? What is my place in the larger tapestry of existence? How can I serve a purpose greater than my own self-interest? One way to cultivate transcendence is through the practice of meditation or prayer, which can help us connect with something larger than ourselves. Whether it's a higher power, the collective consciousness, or the infinite energy of the cosmos. These practices can help us tap into a sense of awe and wonder that is often lost in the hustle of everyday life. The universe also tests our capacity for unconditional love, the purest form of love that transcends personal attachments and desires. This love is not dependent on receiving anything in return. It is given freely and without expectation. It is the kind of love that can heal wounds, bridge divides, and create harmony where there was once discord. Consider the transformative power of service. When we serve others without seeking recognition or reward, we align ourselves with the energy of transcendence. Service allows us to express our compassion and empathy in tangible ways, and in doing so, we elevate not only those we help, but ourselves as well. Furthermore, transcendence is about embracing change. Just as the caterpillar dissolves within the chrysalis to emerge as a butterfly, we too must let go of old forms to embrace our potential. The universe will often dismantle the familiar structures of our lives to make room for new growth. Can you trust in the unfolding of your own transformation, even when it's uncomfortable or painful? Lastly, the universe tests our willingness to embrace the unknown. Transcendence requires us to step into the void with faith, to surrender our need for certainty, and to trust in the wisdom of the journey. It asks us to see every ending as a new beginning, and to recognize that the very act of seeking answers is an affirmation of our commitment to grow.